Hello, everybody on the Master Shot, TaoCentreToronto, social media. We are so excited to be here with you, and it is my greatest honor and privilege to welcome you to Heart and Soul Talks and to introduce to you our very, very, very special guest for today. She is a Tao hands practitioner, a Tao source communicator, and specializes in animal communication. And her name is Katherine O'Shea. So welcome and thank you for being with us.
Oh, hi everyone. Thank you so much for having me. I'm so delighted and honored to be connecting with all of you. Thank you so much.
Amazing. Yeah, so this is really exciting for many reasons. So Katherine is a very, very, very special and unique and talented. And I mean, we met so many, years ago. I don't even remember now exactly the moment, but
I
we've had so many.
do.
You do? Okay, okay, share
Well,
this.
I remember the moment I saw you.
Oh, okay.
I don't think we had spoken yet, but I remember like just from across the room, it's like I recognized your light, it's just like, whew, oh. And then you had this beautiful bag with you, and I had the same kind of bag. And so I just was like, hi.
Yes, yes, very much. It's like it's so present now. It was in Toronto, and I remember because you had colors in your hair. We definitely connected the light and then the physical aesthetics that were matching. It was like, oh, yeah.
Yeah. I
And
love
we,
that, when you see someone and you feel like, oh, you just feel like, oh, I feel like I know that person. I've known them. I've been connected to them forever. It's just such a cool soul power, soul connection.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. And you have so many special gifts and talents and treasures and two of which that it would be wonderful to connect on, just to share with people a little bit about your journey, and how you use these tools and techniques to serve others. And I know, I mean, most recently was participating in your week or your monthly animal blessing. So, I have a dog. She's a rescue. Her name is Sadie. And Katherine has served her so beautifully, helping her to integrate into the family and, receive beautiful messages, how we can serve her better and just from her life. And you do this for so many animals around the world and in so many different ways. And so I'm curious, like, how did you evolve into animal communication, and how has this impacted like your life and your service, and also the people around you that you're serving?
Yeah, thank you. As you talk about it, it almost like brings tears to my eyes. And I just feel so much love and gratitude for this. It's so heart touching to me to connect to the animals and to be able to connect to their people. And it's so much deeper than we even know, right? I didn't really realize I really had to be kind of reminded a lot about this ability, and it's really interesting. I like most people just loved animals. I mean, not everybody does, but I loved animals my whole life. I didn't get like crazy about them, but I just felt this connection, and I sometimes could, even as a child, hear them and what they were thinking, what they were saying. And I was in my existence as a child, so I didn't really think of it. It was just it was just part of my world. So I was just connected to that. And I could actually even see heaven's animals as a child. And I think many children probably have this experience, and we're told they're imaginary friends and those kinds of things. But it wasn't until I was an adult and I kind of got set on, when I was a child, I loved going to all kinds of churches with any of my friends because I could see the angels and feel the presence of the source and the love. And so I always had that connection, but it wasn't until I was really thrown onto my own healing journey. So I was diagnosed with thyroid cancer when I was 27. And it really set me on this like, okay, there has to be other ways than Western medicine to heal myself. There has to be some other significance in my life to why this has happened for me. And because it's not a hereditary thing, thyroid cancer, and they don't really know where it comes from and, all these things. And so I really was on a search and I tried like everything. And many things were helpful, right? There's a lot of really powerful tools out there to use to help. Well, when I moved to Hawaii, the day after I moved to Hawaii, I ran into the what was then Tao Hand or Divine Healing Hands, now Tao Hands practitioners, and they were at a fair, and I had no idea where I was, but I knew I was in the right place. So I sat down and I received a blessing, and after that, it's like everything just kind of started to open up for me and change. So I started going to the center there and learning, and I started experiencing huge shifts in my life. In fact, even my need for medicine decreased, which when you don't have a thyroid, that doesn't usually happen. It was like steadily decreasing. And even the doctors were like, we don't really want to know what you're doing, but just keep doing it. So, because I was experiencing such a beautiful healing experience, right? My emotions, anyone who has a thyroid issue, when your emotions start to balance, that's like a big deal. I was feeling more supported in my body and my reactions and myself. And I was starting to realize how sick I had actually been, which was to me a sign that I was starting to get better. And through this, I was like, I want to help anyone that I can. So I became a Tao Hands practitioner. And through all of this, my channels started to open. My spiritual channels started to open because of all the blessings, all the self-healing techniques, the connection that it was bringing to me through these other channels of love and light and connection to the source really started to open my channels. And just this ability to connect with animals was really strong and stepped forward. It's a way that my soul needs to serve and wants to serve. But I was actually in a bit of denial about it. And I didn't, that means it's really important. I didn't really connect with it. And I kept, I got some readings and was a demo for like, what my soul potentials were. And it was animal communication. And I was just, everyone else could see it and be like, yes, this is, this is so amazing. And I was just like, what? I don't know. Really? No. So at that point, I got my own little doggy who had been divinely put right into the healing center as a puppy. He was tiny. He's napping over there. If you are on my Facebook wall at all, you will see him. He's everywhere. He even has his own Instagram. He loves to serve. So he really kind of helped me realize the significance of this gift that heaven had given me to serve, and that my teacher had helped me open and really empowered without me even noticing, which is just so powerful, right? And I started to serve and share and connect more with the animals. And then I realized how healing it was for people. I had no idea what healing this would bring people. And it was really amazing, like what we carry around for so long emotionally and impacts us physically. And also the animals were so excited to to start to communicate and share their message and their love, and their wisdom is so amazing. And I think when it really opened, I really realized and had my own experience with my doggy companion, was when I had left on a trip for several weeks, and he had stayed with a sitter, and he was going to the bathroom in the house, which is not something he ever did. And so she called me and she said, can you talk to him and see what's going on? So I said, yeah, okay. So I did. And he told me, he said, it's a dog, it's an animal thing. And there are new dogs in the house and I need to pack and I don't know, I'm so sorry. This is not what I want to be doing, but I'm not being taken outside with the other animals. So I can't like go to the bathroom with everyone and do this thing that I need to do so that we can all get into our order in the pack. And I was like, wow, I had no idea. So I called her and I said, are there different dogs at your house now? And she said, yeah. And I said, okay, are you taking him to go out to the bathroom by himself? And she goes, yeah, he's just really fast. So we take him by himself. And I said, okay, that's it. You need to take them out together and he will stop. And he did. They did, and he did. And it seems like a really simple thing, but honestly, that saved like weeks of stress for me, for them, for him. And so that's just a really simple example of I was like, okay, wait, this is really practical and useful. And a beautiful thing that needs to be shared that could help a lot of people.
Wow.
So yeah, now I've been working with animals. I really just decided to only focus on animals, really majorly, mostly, for the last 9 months, and it's really, really powerful and amazing. And doing the monthly blessing membership that you mentioned, and that's everything is just I'm just in awe, because I know I'm just a channel. It's not really coming from me, but to be able to share in that connection with people, and to be able to have people open up and share their connection with their pet with me is it. I feel so lucky. My 7-year-old self would be like completely freaking out.
This is like just hearing you share is so heart opening. You've shared so much wisdom and your healing journey as well, and how it began, with everything that you've been through with thyroid cancer and
Yeah,
these practices, and now using it to serve in this way. And this example with Ping and the sitter, like you said, it's so simple, but it's so
yeah,
profound. And this is how we can use these, spiritual gifts and tools in a very grounded and practical way to bring love, peace, and harmony and health and happiness to people. And so just hearing you share this, it is so enlightening and it is so inspiring for those on their healing journey, for those that, are maybe curious and would like to experience something like this, and it could be even new for them. The idea of animal communication and how that could serve their loved ones and their animal companions. Really love that word, animal companions. So I want to start integrating that more.
yeah.
And
I have to. Yeah. Mhm.
it's so beautiful. And so thank you so much for sharing this. Thank you for sharing your journey and, all of these nuggets of wisdom. And is there anything that you, is there anything on this healing journey that you would say to someone that is kind of maybe at the beginning of their journey, and maybe they're just, connecting to, for example, these practices like the Tao wisdom? And is there anything you'd like to share with them in terms of any words of inspiration or anything that you may have liked to hear at that time?
I think, yeah, thank you for even letting me think about that. I think I would say, don't be afraid to go into your heart. Just really allow yourself to go into your heart. And I remember one time I had this realization, it really switched for me. I realized that in every moment of my whole life, I was loved unconditionally, completely supported. And I didn't always feel it, right? I didn't always connect to it. I didn't always know it. It felt actually quite the opposite sometimes, right? As it can. But I really actually realized, but the truth is, we are completely loved and supported in every moment. And there is that unconditional love there from the source, and it's within us. And to go into that and allow that to nourish you, and you really can get through anything. And there's so much also things are going to continue to unfold. I mean, I remember years ago, I honestly was feeling I had this message that kept coming up for me that was like, it's too late. I've already wasted too much time. It's too late. And once I was able to really clear that and get lots of blessings and let it go, I realized it's like quite the opposite, actually. It's just, there's always opportunities because there's always love. It's always there. And to don't be afraid to reach out to help people help you connect to that love. Sometimes all I need to do is text somebody who I know carries love and light and loves me. And sometimes I don't even need a response. It's just like I just need to make the effort to connect to it, to open my heart, and definitely play Love, Peace, and Harmony. That is like my go-to. And if you have pets, please play Love, Peace, Harmony for them. It's so amazing to see how they react to it. And it's like, actually, what's happening for them is also happening for us. It's just they're so like, don't have the mind about it. They just allow it to happen.
So beautiful. So beautiful. Thank you. Thank you so much, Katherine, for being with us today, for sharing from your heart. Thank you. And to all those that have been joining us, I see, lots of beautiful names: Mary, Kiati, Michael, Lord.
Hi, everyone. Hi, Michael.
So welcome. Thank you. And so thank you so much. And we'll be sure to tag your page as well in the description. So if anyone would like to connect with you, they can click that link. And
I do live messages on Facebook. Sorry. I do live messages, animal messages on Facebook if you want to just come and experience the love and light, even if you don't have a pet. Yeah.
Absolutely. And they're amazing. It's so much fun to come on and see people receive messages and type in the chat and maybe get chosen and bring your animal companion and they're with you. And it's just like, it's so much fun. I've shared it with so many friends who have, animal companions in their home and in their life. And they've gotten a lot of nourishment and guidance and the heart opening, like you said, just connecting to the heart from those sessions. So thank you. Yes.
Thank you.
So really, really love you, everyone. And we'll see you again next week. Bye.